All right, we're live, everyone. Wait for people coming in. We This is gonna be a very casual watch party. Obviously, we are on the clock. We're gonna be covering the show, but you have myself, friend Lambert, as usual for the Electrek podcast. If you're an Electrek podcast listener, is the same crew. We have Seth Wintraub, publisher extraordinaire. And we did. When did Jamie said he was going to join the show? Oh, Jamie is right here. Perfect timing
Boom.
with Jamie. So we have basically half of the Electrek crew here, and more specifically the Tesla crew. And Jamie's even equipped with, is that a Cybertruck hat that I'm seeing?
That's my Cybertruck hat that I just cleaned 4 years worth of dust off of.
Yeah. I feel like you're relentlessly wearing that.
Yeah, all the time. Yep. You can't get me out of it.
All right. So as I was saying, this is gonna be a very casual show. We're gonna be commenting live on the event, and I'm gonna be writing the post live. So this is kind of a behind the scene of an Electrek post at the same time. But yeah, if you guys have any question, anything you want us to discuss, you can put it in the comment section below. It's already like 300 of you at the same time. That's cool. We're still a good 12 13 minutes away from the start of the event, and that's if it starts on time. And we know that's not something that generally happens with Tesla events, but who knows. Seth and I were also discussing before the show, before we went live, that we might have some concern about, it sounds like it's only going to be on X, and we might have some concern about the stability of the X live streaming platform.
Yeah, the video on there is not that great.
No, and
well, maybe they'll pull out all the stops for this, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
You would think they would have tested it beforehand. I would hope so. But if you look at like Elon's live stream of the test drive, which it's not as easy when you're mobile, obviously. So there's some internet connectivity issues too. So that should be easier on iPhone. But even like his Diablo 4 live stream also was far from perfect. And I would presume that more people are going to tune in for that than watching Elon play Diablo 4.
I don't remember that Diablo 4 live stream. I didn't see him do that. That's funny.
Yeah, he was trying to get gamers on the X platform, which I don't know how that works. Is trying to get like video creators on the platform, because right now the only revenue sharing that X has is with ads in the replies. I don't know how he believes he can be competitive with like YouTube or Twitch when they have like in-video ads. That's just so much more revenue split to have with the creators. Like, but
Elon's been reaching out to advertising companies in such a positive way lately.
I feel for sure. Yeah,
the good ads are about to just blow up the platform.
That's definitely the best way to get billion-dollar deals, is by specifically telling one specific CEO of a very rich advertising company words that I'm not supposed to say on the podcast.
Yeah.
But was he actually aiming directly at Bob Iger, or was he? I thought it was kind of like at Apple and everybody.
He said
Bob,
at everybody.
how many Bobs are there?
Yeah, he said at everybody, and then he said, "I'm talking about you, Bob."
Right.
Crazy.
Because our sister site 9to5Mac covered that as a to Apple and to all the other companies that pulled off of X.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a statement for everybody, but then he did specifically point out Bob Iger.
And it's weird because like I was so happy with his apology of the tweet.
Yeah.
Like his apology was clean. He was like, I fucked up. It was bad. Probably my worst tweet ever. So like that felt nice. And then it was like, but all of you guys that that pulled your ads because of my fuck up, like screw you. But like you just admitted that you screwed up pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good apology. Like, especially when you do that, and then the standard canard of like, I denounce anti-Semitism in every form. Okay, sure, everybody says that, but if you say that and then you do it anyway, you don't get to just have the automatic, pass. You don't give yourself the automatic pass and to continue doing it, So like, come on, man.
And it was a bit frustrating that it took him like a whole week to apologize when he should have probably like realized that right away. So it feels like he probably realized pretty quickly that he screwed up. Like where like, oh, like I truly believe that he misread the tweet. Like the tweet was like poorly worded by most likely a white supremacist. So
yeah,
but right away, instead of like, oh shit, I screwed up, let me delete that, let me apologize and everything, it feels like it's like, oh, maybe I can still get away with this. Like maybe like clarify the situation. No, it's just not a good look. But anyway, it's not what this is about today. Today it's
let's talk about Cybertruck.
Yeah, so let's focus on the Cybertruck. Let's focus as like we haven't seen I mean, this is not a new vehicle launch really from Tesla. This is a delivery event, they're calling it, but at the same time, it is the biggest Tesla event in a little bit. I mean, the last one we did have. The last one was really like the Tesla semi production, and that was like a year ago almost. Almost exactly a year ago, and that was also like similar to this event where it was like a vehicle that was already unveiled, and now it's the production version coming. So obviously, what we're looking for today is specs, pricing, and then maybe maybe a little one more thing like some type of features we're not aware of on the truck. Don't have that much hopes up on that front, but or maybe like even, do you guys have any hope for maybe like a bigger like one more thing type of event, like a, I don't know, like a Roadster, Cyber Quad, whatever?
Roadster was already one more thing.
Yeah, but like it was a one more thing as a prototype. Like now maybe like we have a production version, or we have, I don't know, not a production version, but like an updated version, or maybe like a SpaceX package preview, something like that.
Yeah, I think they're going to stick with Cybertruck. I think what they could do is kind of talk about the vehicle to grid, vehicle to home. They're in Texas. They're going to be like, this thing plugs right into your generator port or whatever, and you can save. You can use this as a power wall. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a more likely one, I think. Yeah, I think you went with a safe bet there.
Now, I genuinely don't think there will be anything significant. I think specs, like Seth said, something about the Cybertruck, sure. Like we'll probably see beast mode, some mention of that since we just heard about that. But I think that Tesla doesn't often do the one more thing. Really, the Roadster was the only one more thing. And then after they did that, everyone started expecting one more thing because they're thinking of what Apple always does. But really, the only time they ever did it was that. And then I guess the P85D back in the day, autopilot was a bit of a one more thing for that. But I think people kind of already knew that it was going to happen beforehand. So I don't really think there will be like a big announcement. There could be, but I don't generally expect that out of Tesla events, especially it's a delivery event, kind of like the Tesla Semi. Hopefully they don't release 10 Cybertrucks today and then only 10 for the next year, like with the Tesla Semi.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I could see happening is maybe a one more thing as trying to sell the existing lineup, because obviously, like you said, like there's a possibility that Tesla delivers just a few cars today and then very limited ramp up for the next few months. I don't think it's going to be like Tesla Semi level, but it's not going to be very impactful on Tesla's balance sheet as a whole. Actually, if it's going to be impactful, it's going to be negatively, because gross margin is going to be negative on those trucks for a while. But there's going to be a lot of highs on Tesla right now, a lot of highs on this event. And it looks like Tesla is already using the Cybertruck to try to sell the rest of its lineup. Completely out of the blue move for Tesla to bring some of the Cybertrucks to showrooms already before even the launch, and even at launch. It's something that Tesla doesn't generally do with its other vehicles. So Tesla is trying to bring people into the showrooms with the Cybertruck. trying to sell Model 3, Model Y, Model S, Model X. So maybe there's something like, we know that Cybertruck, as I just posted an article about the supercharger network not being ready for the Cybertruck. And there's two main points for that. The one, not enough pull-through stalls. So if you have a trailer, you're kind of screwed. And even without a trailer, you see that if you look at pictures, yeah, it looks pretty tight. But the other thing too is like the Cybertruck is going to be bigger battery pack, takes longer to charge. We know it's going to be a 800 volt system though, so there's an opportunity to charge faster, or at a higher rate, I should say.
That's only if the chargers are running at 800 volts, which it's only V4 that does, right?
Yeah, so there's none of that in the supercharger network right now, and even the V4s that we've seen so far, they're not. They are coupled with V3 cabinets, so they're not even 800 volt.
Yeah.
I think maybe some in Europe might be V4, but I haven't seen it in the US, and I don't think we can expect the Cybertruck to be in Europe anytime soon. So, so yeah, maybe there's something on that front. Some kind of we know that maybe there's an opportunity maybe to increase the charge rate on existing Tesla vehicles. Maybe something happening there. Tesla can announce, oh, by the way, faster charging on Model 3, Model Y. I don't know, but something like that would be like very opportunistic for Tesla to take advantage of all the attention it has right now. And obviously, we know Tesla is in kind of a end of quarter push right now to sell the Model 3, Model Y.
Yeah, I do think you're right about them knowing what they have with the Cybertruck, putting it out into the retail stores. Like, they understand that this is something that is very eye-catching and people want to see it, whether they like it or not. I'm in the latter category, despite the hat, but it is a very interesting thing that is out there that people want to know about, and that has brought a lot of attention. So it is a great sort of I guess a halo effect on the rest of their cars.
We have a few comments right now. We have Mike from Car Geek saying, "Is it too early for drinks?" It's never too early for drinks, Mike. Go ahead. I give you permission. You can have a drink. We have Gilles and Justin asking about the Cyberquad. I see a lot of Cyberquad question. I don't have that much hope about Tesla doing something with the Cyberquad today, but it's not impossible. We haven't seen just a lot of development on it. Like, I've been keeping like a bunch of alerts on like job posting related to Cyberquad and things like that, like the patents and all that. And I haven't seen much on Tesla. The only thing we've seen is in the last year, Tesla updated or renewed, I should say, the Cyberquad trademark application. So, but at the same time, they also have a Cyberquad for kids that use the name. So maybe it's just for that. And they did relaunch the Cyberquad for kid in the US last month or the last few weeks. So obviously, Cyberquad for kids and Cyberquads are two completely different things. But
I'll tell you though, at the opening event where we got these hats many years ago, I actually did talk with the guy whose idea the Cyberquad was, and he, may or may not have, maybe or maybe shouldn't have told me this, but basically he said it was just his idea, and somebody saw it and was like, "Hey, yeah, do that," and they threw it together in like a couple of days. It was like a real quick afterthought sort of thing. And he was a neat dude. I really liked him, but I think it was really thought of as, "Hey, let's throw that into the announcement," but it wasn't really like a planned product that they thought a lot ahead about, which is a very Tesla thing to think too.
Yeah, and Elon did say right away after the fact that like, "Oh, we're actually going to make that product." So, but that's also not surprising, even if it's true that they only put it together right before the event. I mean, the prototype itself was not a proof of concept more than a prototype. It was like a Yamaha ATV,
sure,
with a zero powertrain in there, so it had like nothing to do with Tesla.
All right, we have the event.
The event is up.
Uh-oh, is the video choppy?
Yeah. See if we can go full screen. So it looks like this Cybertruck is underwater. Is that what's happening here? This is after they tried to drive it across the canal or in the river, perhaps. Or no, this is in space. As you can see the.
Yeah. Do you get audio to that?
A little bit. If
I
you
just
can
hear.
turn it up, I'm not hearing
Yeah.
much.
Can you turn it up? Because
I
I don't want to put the audio on mine, otherwise I'm gonna have to mute myself.
Oh,
Does that make it any louder?
I don't hear anything.
I'm
Is it
hearing
just like
very
a
little.
tiny little music thing going?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can make the volume any louder. Let's see.
It's running off of Seth's computer right now, or Fred's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys take some screenshot for me from the post, please. If you get some good screenshot, I'm gonna include them in the post. Obviously, I'm looking for featured image, specs, pricing. That's the main thing we're looking for. You guys are getting like a behind the scene of a Tesla, of a Electrek coverage of a Tesla event right now. I mean, sometimes we're in person too, but to be honest, like covering Tesla, it's like easier not in person than at an event.
Yeah.
Unless they back when they gave us some embargo information, like back Model 3 event or something like that was might be a little bit useful. But nowadays, like it does sound like some people got some embargo information. We saw Car Wow getting the Cybertruck. We saw MKBHD getting the Cybertruck.
Interesting. I didn't know
Motor
Car Wow
Trend
was
getting
doing
the Cybertruck. So I assume these people got some embargoed information and they're gonna post right away.
Sandy Monroe also got one.
Yeah, Sandy Monroe too. So it's a bit unusual for Tesla. It does show that Tesla is looking to get out there a little bit much than they usually do, but at the same time, they're clearly doing it only with friendly publication. Let's say publication that they know they won't dare say anything bad about. I mean, NKBHD is. I think he's a fair tech reviewer, but also he's the kind of guy that just won't, if it's something that he doesn't like, he just won't touch it anyway. So
yeah, he's
like,
a bit of a hype man for sure, but he's
a
also
hype
really
man, but
really knowledgeable, and he gets down to like personal use scenarios, a really practical upshot of things, which I think is
but
good.
I feel like he avoids the like he maintained being friendly with with companies by just not reviewing something that he knows he's not gonna like or something like that. So that way he's not like, I've never seen him like, he's in very good terms with Tesla. Obviously, never seen him like report like badly on Tesla, but I mean, I don't know if he's a fan of the Cybertruck. I haven't heard him much talk about it. Sandy doesn't have a filter. I don't know about that. Sandy has an interesting relationship with Tesla over the years. Like, if you remember Hurley, Sandy Monroe, that's one that got captured by the Tesla fan. Like a lot of pressures from the Tesla fans worked on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I would almost say that that's like a hostage situation.
I think Sandy's I don't know. I think he's fine. I think definitely there's a lot of, like you say, Tesla fans who are very much want to see his positive takes. And there's maybe some feedback loop there, but he's been around for a long time. I feel like he's got.
Has he because he's a chassis expert? So has he commented? Do you know if he's commented on the fact that the Cybertruck, like this exoskeleton, is kind of a stretch to call it that? So
I don't remember.
How is it still called an exoskeleton? It's
maybe we'll get an answer to that today.
Yeah, it definitely is not. Yeah, I mean, we've seen pictures like the post that I did of the Cybertruck being crashed. You can see like pieces of metal like bent off. That's not what an exoskeleton is, you know. But I think they say that because it's a marketing term at this point, you know.
But even then, like, was anyone going to buy the Cybertruck because it was an exoskeleton? Like, the stainless steel exterior, I understand is a selling point, but I don't know
I
about
think
the
so.
exoskeleton.
I think so. I think people like it because they're like, yeah, this is a big, like this is a new thing, a big deal, you know, to have some sort of different um different manufacturing process. I think especially Tesla customers want to be on the front end of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Michael, there is some stream audio, but right now it's just sort of atmospheric.
It'll be much
Background
louder
noise.
yeah.
Oh,
I hope so.
I think Carl's in San Diego State. Like, I agree with him in general sentiment. Jim Sandy Moreau is like Jim Cramer, but I mean a bit of an exaggeration. I don't think Sandy is that bad, but I do see the resemblance. What are our guesses on
What
price range? I mean, obviously the 80,000 is the big mark that they're gonna try to hit. Like, it's gonna be under $80,000 just for the tax
I was
credit.
just gonna say, I think the one that they launched today, the dual motor, is gonna start at $79,99.99. And then the beast mode one will be quite a bit more, probably six figures.
Well, a beast mode, I don't know. Like, people are like, a lot of people just assume that a beast mode is like a version of the truck, but beast mode could just be like a mode within the truck too. So I don't know about that, but I guess we'll see that in a few minutes. But yeah, I don't know about 80,000 for the dual motor, especially if it doesn't hit like the 300 miles or close just around 300 miles instead of like 350 or something like that. I think it's gonna be hard at $80,000. I'm seeing like a lot of people talking about 70s. Yeah, low 70s would make more sense to me, I think.
I would like to see it much cheaper than that.
I think there's gonna be one version cheaper than that.
Sure.
It's just
Eventually.
well, that's the question too. Like, is even if there is a cheaper version than that, does Tesla announce it today as like, hey, we're gonna have these three versions of the Cybertruck, and then here's a cheaper one? Or do they not even, they just say it's coming but they don't go into the details? So that I can see that happening.
Didn't they say the dual motor was coming first?
Originally they said the tri-motor would be coming
Right.
first, but
I meant this
now
week.
the rumor is that the dual motor would be coming first, because only the dual motors have been spotted in the wild, like the version that we'd be able to confirm had dual motors, but the VIN decoder had both dual motors and tri-motors version. So who knows? But I think it makes sense that it would be the dual motor first.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's weird that we're sitting here watching people get the car and we still don't know its specs or its price.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I think we're gonna see Tesla employees probably get the vehicles.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, same as Model 3. And actually, there was surprisingly few leaks about the Model 3 after it came out to employees for 6 months before.
Well, I think we had the only good one. The only one I said had like all the details on the Model 3 before we launched.
Yeah, we had what was it? There were a few journalists who got it. Tom Malogny got a chance to drive one that an employee had, and he was like, I can't tell anyone who this employee was. But yeah, it was kind of impressive that it didn't get out for a long time. So I wonder if Cybertruck will be the same way. We've just got another 6 months worth of random sightings on the road and trying to pick up tea leaves before anybody actually gets any answers about this car.
Well, I think the fact that they gave a bunch to reviewers, I mean, again, careful with these reviewers. It's
true. Good point.
They're gonna be, I think, very controlled by Tesla because of the scarcity. But I think that's gonna release a lot of information, hopefully. But yeah, don't expect like a full, like in-depth, like owner's review for a while of the Cybertruck, because again, most likely today's deliveries are for employees. The reviewers that did get one probably just for half a day or something like that, and then yeah, probably more deliveries towards the end of the years to more employees, and then going into next year, probably start seeing some customers. But yeah, I mean, if you're rating for a Cybertruck, don't expect anything until like mid next year, I think, to be safe.
By the way,
speaking of waiting,
okay, yeah, right.
Speaking of waiting, we're now at 10 minutes or 11 minutes.
Oh, that's about normal. So, it's usually 10, 14 minutes, something like that. Oh, by the way, whichever one of you is hosting the stream right now, I think the audio might be coming through your mic instead of through the browser. That could be the reason that it's...
I don't think so, because I have headphones on and the mic's here. So, I mean...
No, well, it just sounds... Yeah, it sounds sort of mic-y. I don't know if there's a way to change the source or something. I haven't used the hosting software.
I'll unplug.
I just look at the audio directly myself, and it looks like it's like just super low in general in the stream itself. So,
does that sound any better?
No,
I can't even hear it. I know.
Okay. It's more that the sound of it is going in and out, so it sounds like it's coming from the mic rather than coming from the... So what you're doing is your mic is hearing whatever's coming out of your computer speakers.
No, so I have headphones on.
Oh, so it's not... Okay. Yeah.
It's coming actually through the computer, because I have...
Weird.
We've had this problem where we've heard...
Okay, we see... By the way, we see the cells right now. We see 4680 cells. And in a very weird configuration, though. Like, they're not stacked up pretty close. It's weird. But it is like a deconstruction of the vehicle, so it might...
Yeah, I think this is just a fun rendering.
Yeah. Oh, now we hear
a little better.
So, yeah. I'm curious with everyone in the chat right now. We have 1,200 people. Like, who is a serious potential buyer of the Cybertruck right now? Just say yes or no if you're a serious potential buyer of the Cybertruck right now.
I'm not myself.
I am a serious potential buyer. By the way, Rivian...
So we're 1 out of 3 here.
Yeah.
Rivian reached out to me for my reservation on our 1T today.
Oh, interesting.
And the delivery window is still like July, September 2024. So she
really
asked when the event started. It's supposed to have started 15 minutes ago, but it has not started yet.
Well, Tesla will tell you your delivery window on this one is coming up any day now, and then it'll show up 6 years from now.
So it looks like 50-50 people are actually like serious potential buyers. Maybe even more than 50-50.
Yeah, a poll might be interesting. I agree
but a hard no from my spouse. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a controversial vehicle to for couples, like because it's such a polarizing design that chances that both partners are happy with it are pretty low.
Yeah, I'm the same.
In Q1.
I think it's not. Like, not only do I not want a truck or a big vehicle anyway, but in particular, I feel like it's going to have somewhat of like Hummer vibes when you're driving it.
Yes.
Oh, it's nowhere as near as big as the Hummer, though.
No, but the vibe of like, I'm a guy who drives a Hummer or I'm a guy who drives a Cybertruck. I feel like there's going to be a statement there, you know?
But doesn't the Electrek, like, I see someone in the Hummer EV, I don't judge them the same as I see them in a gas Hummer.
True. I think the Cybertruck
that's absolutely true.
Yeah, I think the Cybertruck is going to have Hummer 2 vibes, not Hummer EV vibes.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're basically an Elon stan, right? If you're driving a Cybertruck.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the case with like Model 3. People are like, okay, fine, Model 3 is like, you know, is just a person who wants to buy a.
You're just saying that because you have one.
Okay, well, my mom has one. I just drive it sometimes. I have a Roadster, okay, which is even more of an Elon Stan car. Damn it!
Yeah, but that's like approving from Elon back in 2011, because like the last time they built the Roadster.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, it's an interesting vehicle for sure, but I'm just not a truck guy, so, and I'm not a big car guy. I have the smallest car I can get, and I'd like it to be smaller, so.
Yeah, I mean, me, I'm
You want it
in the
smaller than a
market for a
Roadster?
pickup truck. It's just I'm starting to have like just too many toys that
bike.
need carrying. I just got also a call today from Tehran, so I'm gonna get my electric ATV regardless of the Cyberquad.
Finally.
So that's exciting. And I need a truck to carry it around, to move it around, and Cybertruck could be one. A Silverado delayed, R1T telling me July, September. So there's still plenty in the running.
Yeah, well,
All
you're
right.
also
How late are
near.
we going to be today? Do you think?
Oh yeah, there we go. Well, that's something you could start a poll over.
Yeah, we can start some
Over
side
or
bets
under a
here.
half hour?
No, under half an hour.
Okay.
I think so.
I'm going to go over. I'm going to go Price is Right rules, half hour.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's when Elon shows up. It's like
right when he stops
think
tweeting. Has anyone checked if he's tweeted recently? So
Elon
ridiculous.
is generally the bottleneck for those things.
What was it? At the I thought the most ridiculous thing was that at the shareholder meeting, he's on stage and he talks. He goes off stage for 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, he's already tweeting. Like, bro, you're literally on stage right now at an event for the company that you're running. Why are you on Twitter? This is ridiculous. And it wasn't about Tesla stuff. It was about some nonsense. You know?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, since he bought Twitter, he does seem a lot less interested with Tesla. It seems fair to say.
I'd love to see the company have a CEO. That would be, we've been asking for a COO all this time. Now we need a CEO.
I'm excited for the Cybertruck seat. We're seeing a deconstructed view of the seats right now, and I mean that's something that I've never really thought about that much. But one reasons that pickup trucks and SUVs are so popular in the U.S. People are bigger in the U.S. in general. I'm speaking here, and apparently
true.
The pickup seats are also bigger in general, and they are more comfortable for bigger people. So that might be one of the good opportunity for people to get into a Tesla vehicle comfortably, regardless of their size. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that came up in the Fisker Ocean review last week, is that I have some larger friends who sat in it and said the seat was a little bit smaller than they'd like.
Yeah,
which is interesting because I can't make that judgment. I'm not,
you're not
not
the
a
biggest
wide,
guy out there.
not a wide person.
But yeah, I've never really thought about that. Then one of my friends reached out to hey, I want an electric car. Like, what should I get? I'm like, I mean, his price range was pretty wide. It's like I'm willing to go. I'm start talking to him. I'm like, I'm a little wide. It's pretty good price right now. It's like, yeah, I tried it. Like the seats are ridiculous. They don't work well for me. I'm like, really? He's a very bigger guy too, but
yeah,
I never really thought of that. And then he starts going through the list of all the EVs that he tried, and he's like, nah, doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm start thinking he's a bigger guy, but there is I don't know, a 20% of the population in the US that as big as him. He's 6'4", 300 pounds or something like that. It's no joke.
That's my friend, 6'3", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Who was having a little bit of trouble with the Fisker Ocean seats, but he has a Chevy Bolt EUV, so I think that's fine for him.
Bolt Club.
Yeah, there you go. Seth is in the Bolt Club. I'm not in the Bolt Club. I don't own one, but I love them.
Going away in just a month. It's dead in a month.
They say they'll still be around. Yeah, and they say they'll still be around for a few months, so you'll still have a chance to get one in January, February, supposedly.
Even better, because you get the money back at the dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might buy one just in case.
Just have one on hand.
Yeah, he said he's just buying them and like stacking them up in his garage.
Yeah, put them in the
In
garage.
his mom's garage too. All right, we're 20 minutes late right now.
Oh no!
Fun times.
Oh no! I was
30
betting
minutes.
on under 30.
I think the longer it takes, the more people are showing up in our stream, like just asking why is it not
Yeah.
started? It's like, if you're on the X stream, you're watching the right thing right now. It just hasn't started.
Yeah, it's standard. Tesla timing.
What are we looking at right now?
What are we looking at? I don't know. Maybe some sort of cooling fan.
Maybe.
It's getting blurrier. Can you just zoom out for us, please, Tesla, so we can see? Oh no, we're going back into the battery.
So it's looping back into the battery system. So it's the same. We have the thing on loop right now. Oh boy.
How many loops have we seen here?
That's probably, I think it's the third time we get to it.
Well, shoot, I need to log into YouTube so I can vote in this poll.
Yeah, I cannot remove the poll once it's... Okay, now let's go.
How late until the event starts? I'm still going under 30.
Yeah.
Oh man, the majority is way against me here.
If you're just joining into the watch party right now, just a quick reminder, it's very casual watch party. I don't expect a ton of things happening. You're getting our live reaction from the event whenever it does start. We are 20 minutes late right now. I'm going to be writing the Electrek article on the Cybertruck live on stream, basically. But if you're watching the stream with me, you get all the information anyway. But it's going to be up basically live and updated as the event goes up. And if you have any question or you want to chat with the rest of the Electrek community in the chat right now on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, we're live everywhere. And if you do enjoy Electrek, what we post, everything, you can give us a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe. All these things help the show a lot, and they are free to do. We have the Electrek podcast also every Friday live, so it's going to be live tomorrow. Probably going to have some Cybertruck stuff digested a day later, and all the best EV news of the week also. And unlike Tesla, the Electrek podcast is generally live on time at 4 p.m.
Generally.
4 p.m. Eastern.
We're pretty good. I mean, a few weeks ago, I was in Japan and you were in Europe, and we still did it on time on Eastern time. We're pretty good with it. I don't think I've missed an Electrek podcast too in how many years we've been doing the Electrek podcast? Like 5 years?
4 years, 5 years?
Yeah.
Every week. 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. for you or something in Japan?
It was 5 a.m. for most of my Japan trip, which I know that's a time that doesn't exist for you, Jamie. But
it exists on the other.
Something's happening.
Futures, it looked like the future.
His kid's quote.
Oh, I was right. Under 30 minutes.
Good job. Good job.
For some reason, I still have faith in Elon.
Can you hear it, guys?
Yeah.
It still sounds a little weird, but it is audible.
Don't forget to grab some screenshot if you can. Whoa. It's on Mars, guys. Tesla's video team is pretty good. It's not like Apple level, but it's getting there. Is that Iceland? Looks like Iceland.
Looks like it.
The fog lights looks pretty good. some rocket parts. There's some very nice shots in there. And then the crowd goes nuts. No? Like on their phones. Get ready
they have the
for
window
the crowd
down?
Going nuts when Elon gets out of there. I love his like. He's like a boxer after he gets a knockout. Just.
Welcome to the Cybertruck delivery event. So I'm going to do it from the back of the truck here.
Good lighting.
Yeah, right.
What's happening with the stream? Oh wow!
So once in a while, once in a long while,
they lit the truck, but not the.
Comes along. That is.
Oh, he's doing the Apple thing.
Rare. That is once every 5 to 10 years. Something really special, a really unusual product.
Somebody brought a baby.
Along. And we'll remember those special moments when... Indeed. Special moments.
What is Elon 16 babies is there?
But these things are rare. It's very rare that a product comes along that is seemingly impossible, that people said was impossible, that experts said was impossible. And this is one of those times. We have a car here that experts said was impossible, that experts said would never
Somebody
be
got a
made.
flashlight they can put on his face.
That
Right.
it really is the most. I think it's our best product. I think it's the most unique thing on the
Tesla
road.
just released a bunch of
And
very nice
finally,
shots.
The future
on X.
will look like the future. So what we're aiming for here is something that's more truck than truck. Okay. Thanks, bro. That's literally my brother there.
We can't hear what they're saying.
So and so what we have here is something that is a better truck than a truck, while also being a better sports car than a sports car, in the same package.
He had that same line at the original unveiling.
First of all, let's they talk about how
he has been reusing many years old
so how tough is this
statements
truck?
A lot lately.
Let's find out.
Which I attribute to distraction. He's
had to
busy on Twitter all the time.
Special, ultra strong, Tesla designed
super alloy. Super alloy.
So this alloy this metal did not exist before. We needed something that you could actually manufacture, but that would have basically no corrosion. That didn't need paint.
That's true. Tesla did get a patent on that new alloy.
And part of the reason that it has this angular shape is you can't actually stamp these body panels. The body panels would break the stamping machine. So, and I should say also because of the steel exoskeleton, it actually has more torsional rigidity than a sports car. It has more torsional stiffness than a McLaren P1.
So I do believe that.
That's a big deal.
I do believe that
You may
because
remember
the battery
an
pack
incident
really
4 years
helps
ago.
with that on most electric cars.
Didn't quite go as planned. And
He's talking about
Franz,
the ball,
maybe
the
we
steel
should
ball.
try it again.
Oh god.
Ah, they're doing the
God.
steel ball again.
They learn well. On the one hand, they didn't learn the lesson, but on the other hand, it was such good press that
Yeah.
don't miss. He hit someone in the
God.
crowd.
I'm so stressed out about this. Oh, he's got a baseball this time. He missed.
Oh, is it a baseball?
Oh, it's a baseball, not a steel
Oh,
ball.
come on.
Oh, come on. It's not the same at all. No.
It's like a rubber
And he's
ball.
not even throwing it.
Yeah.
Is it a baseball? It is bouncing as hell.
Love it. Still work.
But it's not the same
anyway,
thing.
it's
It's
the-
a steel ball versus a
classic
baseball.
stuff.
How dumb does he think we are?
So you don't have to worry
That
about
thing
like
down.
rocks hitting the glass and cracking the glass. This glass is basically rock proof.
So any
And it's
Super
also
Ball that
very
hits it
quiet.
is going to be.
Do I need to
So,
go get a tennis ball
The
and
thing
throw
that
it
you
at
appreciate
this
when you drive the car
painting?
is how smooth and quiet it is. It doesn't feel like a normal truck. It's smooth as silk and silent when you drive it. Yeah, so in terms of toughness, and then things like rollover, because the center of gravity is so low, it doesn't roll
Oh, that's
over.
good.
Ooh, the
Oh,
crash.
wow.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's nice.
And if you're
That's
having an
nice, too.
argument with another car, you will win.
38 miles per hour. No.
I don't like that argument with another car you will win thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a challenge.
Yeah, well, and that's also why
Oh,
pedestrian
he has the Tommy gun
deaths-
thing that he teased.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot.
Yeah, but I mean, this is just sheet metal.
Yeah, but it looks cool, is what I'm saying. The high speed.
Uh,
Yeah, and it's all 9mm rounds too. It's not like
Yeah, Tommy guns are famously like low velocity
Yeah,
rounds,
yeah,
and
so-
I don't even know anything about guns.
yeah, it's all 9mm that he used, so it's nothing like super powerful.
In movies, you sometimes see the hero or heroine hiding behind the car door while being shot with bullets. That doesn't actually work unless you're
It's true.
driving a Cybertruck. So if Al Capone showed up with a Tommy gun and emptied the entire magazine into the car door, you would still be alive. So, and so people say like, well, why'd you make it bulletproof? I'm like, why not?
Careful
Well,
about saying that it's bulletproof.
How tough is your truck? Because
Yeah.
the
Also,
other trucks, the
why
bullets go
not?
through both sides.
Weight,
So, you
efficiency,
shoot a bullet, goes through both sides
manufacturing
of the car.
cost.
And you just never know. I mean, sometimes you get these like late civilization vibes. You never know when the apocalypse could come along at any moment. And at here at Tesla, we have the finest in apocalypse technology. I was on the Joe Rogan show, and Joe bet me $1 that his armor-piercing steelhead arrow would go through the car. He owes me $1. So.
What the hell is he doing with armor piercing bows and
Now,
arrows?
what about utility? So strength is great, but is this perhaps just a show truck, just a showpiece, or can it do actual work? How does it work as a real everyday truck?
That's down
here we have the
3,000
future towing
pounds
the future.
from the introductory event.
11,000 pounds towing? I thought that was the
Yeah.
original announcement. No.
Nope, original was
Basically, if
14,000.
you can fit any cargo in the trunk or in the bed, you can basically move it around. So
And
it's got
payload, I think, is down
over
1,000 from
2,500.
the original.
Yeah, the payload I know is down.
payload capability, but you could really put more than that in it. You can tow over 11,000 pounds, and it's got a super tough composite bed, no liner needed. The bed is 6 foot long, 4 foot wide, and you can fit 4x8 pieces.
6 what you said?
4x8 pieces of plywood. And
He meant
with
4
the,
wide and 6 long, or he
with
said
back
6 long,
down.
4 wide.
6x4.
So
Yeah.
For those who are really into the truck world, there's something in the truck world called a truck pull. This
To
is
me,
really
though,
the key test.
I think the
of
bed
how
is a little
much
bit
power does your truck
slanted
actually
on the
have.
side.
Give it a second,
So you
Jamie.
have to pull this 40,000-pound sled. And when we went to the track, we said, well, what's the best that you've seen? I said, well, it'd be the Ford F-350 diesel. I was like, well, let's put our truck up against that. The guy who runs the truck pool said, there's no way. There's no way. It's like, well, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
It's basically Tesla admitting that they bought a F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, that's a Lightning.
Oh, geez, that looks bad on the suspension of the R1T.
Well, it's an off-road truck more than
Yeah.
a towing truck, so it's going to have a softer suspension for
So
that.
that's the 350.
£6,850 curb weight.
Oh, that's impressive. If,
Yeah. So it beat the F1 350 in truck pull.
So we actually had to slightly turn the car at the end so it didn't hit the wall. So this, you have here a car that is, bullet tough, like that phrase, TM, and can outpull an F-350 diesel. Has a massive towing capacity, massive bed. It's basically an incredibly useful truck. It's not just some grandstanding showpiece like me. It's actually very useful. Now, what about performance?
Interesting drag coefficient.
Oh, yeah, wow.
0.335 drag
So this,
coefficient.
I should say,
Worse than I
it has
thought,
an
I
adaptive
think.
S suspension. So no matter what the
Better
load
than I
is,
thought.
you can always have it can set the ride height at low, high, anything. It'll automatically adjust
Nope, that
the
is better than
damping
I thought. Never
according
mind.
to how much load it's carrying and the road conditions. Has a 17-inch ground clearance. That's a true 17 inches. Typically with a truck, you'll get the differential hanging down low, the rear differential, and that's what you'll high side on a rock. But this has a completely flat bed, so you could drive over basically anything. We actually did
A flat bed, you mean a flat
a Baja rally drive.
ground,
So
flat bottom, right?
this is insane off-road capability. It has locking differentials, rear torque vectoring, and the crazy thing is they'll do this all in comfort. It has
steer-by-wire
steer-by-wire,
confirmed,
which is
For rear wheel.
if it's one of the things where most people don't know what that means, but it's how modern jets are designed. The steer-by-wire, which gives you variable gain. So if you turn the wheel the steering yoke a small amount in the parking lot, it will turn the wheels a lot. But if you turn it on a highway, it turns the wheels a small amount. So
what every
it
Tesla vehicle should be with
adjusts how much the
new
wheels
steering
turn
wheel.
according to what your speed is. And this actually makes it very easy to drive. It has a turning circle less than a Model S.
Mm.
So this thing can
Interesting.
practically turn.
Model S has kind of a bad turning circle. It's a big car.
Yeah, and I mean with the four-wheel steering, it's kind of made
It
sense.
has incredible low-speed maneuverability. And then there's a lot of advanced details under the skin. It's the first time that a car is moving to a 48-volt low-voltage architecture from 12 volts, which has been around for 100 years. We have Ethernet comms, distributed controllers, allows for 70% less wire in the car, and it's really the internals are as advanced as the externals. It's a whole new step change in the technology. So let's take it to the racetrack and see how does the Cybertruck perform against a Porsche 911? And I should say this is an actual Porsche. We literally just got it from the dealer. 2023 Porsche 911.
Which one though?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of different 911. Is it the GTR?
I think it's the base model.
Yeah, if they got it from a dealer, it's not a GT3 RS or GT4 RS for sure, because those you have to special order.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, beating a gas car at drag racing is not interesting.
But wait,
anymore.
there's
more.
more.
It's towing. Yep, they did this with the. They did that with the Model X.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
2.6 seconds. That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's good. They did that with the Model X towing an Alfa Romeo. Motor Trend did back in the day.
Yeah.
So the
What version of the truck is that, though?
It can tow a Porsche 911 across a quarter mile faster than the Porsche 911 can go by itself. I should say tougher than bullets. Tow pretty much anything. Faster than a 911 while towing a 911. So, and delivery.
Quicker than a 911. It's not actually fast.
Thank you.
What's that?
Wait. What?
Price?
Huh?
Prices?
Price, range?
No, deliveries begin now means because this is the delivery event. They don't mean for everybody. Surely.
Yeah, I know, but like.
What is that? Event over?
That normally when they start the deliveries, like the presentation part is over.
Right. So you're saying we're not going to get the price? I mean, like if they're only giving it to employees, then.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm looking to see if they update the page. They haven't updated the page. Oh, get out of it. If he doesn't give us the price and the range,
That's your
this
headline.
is for sure. Like, it's just.
I mean, that's your headline right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was waiting to update it, but now my headline is gonna be Tesla just screwed us with this.
Yeah, well, it's just, Tesla started delivering Cybertruck and we still don't know how much it costs.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a second. Like, just like I'm hoping like this is like he skipped a frame in the in the presentation or something.
These are the actual owners. We're handing over production Cybertrucks to their actual owners.
Who's that?
Thank you for
Does
buying
anyone know her?
Cybertruck.
She should ask how much I'm paying for this.
Yeah.
How much was it?
Like,
gave
show
you
us
my credit
the
card.
what is it called? The sticker, like the sticker thing, like
Yeah, the Monroney
the
label.
Monroney sticker. Yeah.
Roni, yeah.
It's, I mean, if these are all, manufacturer plates or whatever, like, and they're all going to insiders.
Hi, sure. Absolutely.
Who's this? Turn around. Let us see your face so we know who you are.
So these people, it looks like it's Tesla employees driving the cars, and these people are the owners, and they were getting in the passenger seat.
I think the owners are probably Tesla employees or investors or something too.
Yeah, I would think they are insiders, but I don't recognize any of them so far. His mom, no, I didn't look like his mom.
I didn't recognize any of the early Model 3 owners either, so.
That's a joke. Like,
invest in women's sports, okay. And then the driver is.
What is happening?
Yeah, well, they're just.
Well, as you can see, we've got quite a few to deliver here.
Okay,
So-
quite a few. How many have we counted? 4, 5, 6.
Thank you. 3 days. Oh, wow. Okay. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your car. Right here.
What is happening?
Okay, so this is the 4th one. This is the 5th one. There's a 6th one on stage. So far, we know that there are at least 6. Yeah. I like this comment in chat. Do you think they just get out and they drive the same truck back around? Wait.
We know that. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. What? You recognize that
I might
guy?
know that guy. Was that the guy from Myers Makes?
No. We know that Javier Verdura, the Tesla director of design, said there's going to be 10 vehicles delivered today.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
That guy looked. Oh no, my computer just froze.
You're still on.
Yeah, I know it. It does a thing where it freezes the video when I zoom. So now I can see everybody, but I can't see myself.
Glad Blazer.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, it has to be more than this. I'm going to be so pissed off if they don't release the pricing. And
well, this is a delivery event, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty boring, delivery event.
Yeah, you've done other delivery events before that have been less boring than.
Yeah, so far, like, we have like curb weight, width of the bed, drag coefficient, ground clearance. No, even the ground clearance we already had. So
I mean, it's going to be amazing
like,
to see
barely
all these
no
cars
new info
driving around.
Come on, you have to give us more. I'm updating the Cybertruck page on the website to see if they add information. There's just a link to. They updated it just now. All right, 340 miles of range.
Change the look of the roads.
240.
In a parking lot,
340.
340. Oh, 340.
340. 340 miles.
340. That's good.
Order now. If I click on that, what does it give me?
Yeah, welcome.
We lost Jamie, by the way, everyone. So people, 340 miles of range is the new advertised range on the website. I have the pricing. Purchase price starting at $60,990. So that's the rear-wheel drive version. So we have all the version that's coming in 2025, delivery in 2024 of the all-wheel drive version at just short of $80,000. That's the 240 miles version. So that's what we're talking about right now. Then you have the Cyber Beast that's going to start at $100,000, and that's going to be
move
the
over
version.
To that.
Huh?
I'm going to move over to the.
But like, stay on this. Like, though, maybe like he's going to talk about a bit more, like if they are releasing the pricing and everything. So,
all right.
So I'm gonna say Tesla Launch Cybertrucks at up to 240 miles of range, and starts at $61,000.
Okay, so we finally got the price. That's nice.
Yeah.
340 sounds like a Tesla estimated range to me, given all the information we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Right, so.
Thanks for coming to the Cybertruck delivery event.
Oh, are you serious? That was like, you didn't even discuss price and range on it. He's so weird.
One more.
Weird little guy.
All right.
How many trucks
basically
did we...
said goodbye. I'm switching over.
Oh, there's the one more thing was one more truck.
the order page. Switch over to the order page, and we can discuss that as I write my article right now, because that delivery
so
event, everyone
price,
was
this is probable savings.
Yeah.
Purchase
price.
60,009 for the rear wheel drive version, available in 2025. So that's a long way off. The one that's being delivered now, it starts at exactly what we guessed, 79,990 for the all-wheel drive version.
Which is a bit disappointing. I would have liked to see a little bit less than that.
100,000. And that's the one with the 2.6 seconds 0 to 60. So 4.1 seconds 0 to 60 are the ones you can deliver now.
Starting at 61,000.
Okay, that's funny. They just closed off the event and they said, Elon says, thank you for coming. And there was another truck waiting in the queue, and now it's backing up out of the room.
So they changed the due today to 250.
Didn't they change that earlier this week?
They did it briefly and then they turned it back.
And then they changed
so
it back.
845 horsepower for the Cyber Beast. 600 horsepower for the $80,000 one.
Do they say the Cyber Beast? What's going to be different about it? Like it's just the acceleration.
Top speed is 130 miles per hour versus 112 for the all-wheel drive.
So this is a big bummer, because the top version was supposed to be 500 miles of range, and now it's even less than the all-wheel drive version. So yeah, this is a big bummer.
So 340 miles of range for the all-wheel drive version. That's, if that was realistic, and we don't know that yet, and it's unlikely because we have experience here. It's probably 300 miles if you're lucky.
Yeah, and also, it depends on whether they're counting towing or not, which a lot of people are interested in, obviously, for a truck.
They would say towing if it was towing.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, is that I think Ford said that their F-150 Lightning range was towing a moderate load or something like that when they originally stated it. Interesting. On the Tesla website, if you go to the top where the vehicles part is, the Cybertruck is still not on it. I mean, it's on the side, but it's not in the
well, they're clearly not pushing for it, but
yeah.
All right, I haven't seen all this stuff yet. 2.6. So yeah, these three things don't exist in the same
vehicle. Look at this. The shatter resistant, if you scroll down, shatter resistant armor glass can resist the impact of a baseball at 70 miles an hour, which of course, Franz was throwing a 70 mile an hour fastball there, right?
They threw a snowball at it.
That is such like a good, like where I changed my mind about Elon. I still like Elon, but where I'm like, I try to be a lot more careful about everything he says is this exact moment. Like this, there's a lot of moments like that with Elon.
They're throwing a snowball at it.
Yeah. Elon said they say hail, but class 4 hail. Yeah. What is class 4 hail even? Sorry.
Like Elon says, you remember when we did this thing, we threw a steel ball at the truck and it didn't go very well. Let's do it again. And then they do it again with a baseball instead. Like that is like, those are little like pieces of like misinformation that he puts in there sometimes that you have to be careful about, like so easy to miss. And he does a lot of these things that are, gets on my nerve.
Class 4 hail is 2-inch 2-inch hail balls drop from 20 feet.
20 feet.
I think so.
Yeah, because L's comes down from 20 feet in the air.
Yeah. No, a 2-inch steel ball drop from a height of 20 feet. That's the class 4 impact resistant rating. Class 4 hail is not a thing, but class 4 impact resistance for shingles is apparently a thing. Who knows?
All right.
I'm in California.
Here's a data point. One data point is 136 miles of range and 15 minutes of supercharging.
136 miles of range. And do we know the kilowatt hours?
15.
We only have that rumor, 123 kilowatt hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got 11.5 kilowatts of power directly with the NEMA 1450 adapter.
Let's see. So if it's 340, they said 340 mile range, 136 miles within 15 minutes of supercharging. So it's 340. So that's 200 kilowatts. Is the that's low. Oh, per their numbers right there, that works out to a 200 kilowatt charging speed, which seems low because 250 should be possible.
Yeah.
But I guess if we're counting for charging curves, we're talking about an average of 200 kilowatts over the course of 15 minutes.
All right, Theater on Wheels, massive 18.5-inch Infinity touchscreen in the front and 9.4-inch touchscreen in the back. I believe that's a lot bigger than the touchscreen in the back of the new Model 3 and the Model X and S. 15 speaker surround sound, chargers. Pretty normal.
Okay,
65 watt
I'm doing
USB-C.
a nice little charts right now.
65 watt USB-C is pretty nice. That'll get your laptop going.
Okay, hey, wait, what is this? What is this?
It'll get some laptops going.
Look at that. Go to the spec section, and there's something about range estimate and range extender. What the fuck is that?
Where is that?
Spec version. If you go down, you're gonna see Cyber spec.
Plus range extender. That's
no,
weird.
go down.
Yeah, I see that on the very bottom.
Here. Okay, look at the Cyber Base. You have range 220 miles, range extender 440 miles. What the fuck is a range extender? Like that's we used to use that term with like the i3 and things like that. That was a gas.
I wonder if that's going to be a battery in the back.
But you have to tell us these things, Elon. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, Elon doesn't tell us literally anything.
He's probably just getting the script as he walked in today.
Now we have to like go to like Motor Trend and all these people that actually get the truck, so that I hope they ask that question. We have to hope that they ask that question.
They're calling the V2H, V2G, they're calling it power share. If you look at the power your site heading, operate your tools or charge any EV with integrated 120 volt and 240 volt bed and cabin outlets. During a grid outage, provide up to 11.5 kilowatts. That's really good. Of power directly to your home to help keep the lights on. If you click on power directly to your home, it goes to tesla.com/powershare, which is a site that talks about power on the go, home outage protection, and charge other EVs. So they're going to have V2V, V2H, and V2L, but it doesn't say anything about V2G. Tesla vehicles with a asterisk equipped with power share technology have onboard electronics that unlock your battery's ability to provide power whenever you need it, wherever you are, whether you plan to power a construction site, pregame tailgate, other electric vehicle, or even your home during an outage. Your Tesla vehicle with power share has you covered. So there will be more than one Tesla vehicle, perhaps, with power share, but right now it's all pictures of the Cybertruck. Equipment sold separately. No additional equipment required when homes are equipped with power wall and wall connector. Tesla Power Share is currently available for Cybertruck only. Interesting.
Assuming that'll come to other vehicles soon. Probably Model Y next.
That seems like something to do an article on.
You want to grab that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What are you grabbing? I didn't get that. Sorry, I'm not.
Cybertruck has V2H, V2L, and V2V, and they're calling it Power Share.
Yeah,
so it's bidirectional.
Yeah. That sounds like a post indeed. All right.
Should we go offline now, or?
I mean, we can still keep discussing that if we want. Like, you guys have a question also. If you can try to monitor like questions in the.
Yeah, like, let me go to the comments. We got 1,000.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what people think of the event and how it was handled and what you guys want to know about the truck that wasn't announced, that we can try to look for you guys.
Someone in it, Aaron mentioned that the Reddit co-founder was one of the people who got the truck today.
Oh,
Is that
which
Alex
one?
Ohanian or whatever?
Ohanian, yeah.
Which, or at least that's what he said. He said that was Alex Ohanian. Okay, let's see.
They don't say the Cyber Beast what kind of drivetrain. They just say all-wheel drive. They don't say tri-motor or dual motor. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think Aaron says that he was the one who I thought was somebody else.
No.
Maybe the fourth person who got it. Okay, let's put
Any
this
interesting
article
comments
together.
yet? Or?
Man, everything on my computer is acting weird today. I've been getting this
think it
freeze.
includes FSD. Tyler Estes asks if it includes FSD. I assume FSD will come at the same cost it costs for other vehicles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Surely.
that's true.
Yeah, there. I mean, it's going. Surely it will come with FSD hardware, the same way anything else has. But, as much as we can say that any Tesla car has FSD at all today, anyway.
Right. That's weird that they didn't talk about that at all. Right. I mean, that's something
It's weird that they didn't talk about anything. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's true. So range extender, 470 miles. Is that going to be?
Yeah, we need to figure that out. Can you look at that if Motor Trend posted the article on it? Because I know they had the car ahead of time. So if you could look that up, that would be really helpful right now.
No, they would have it up higher than this. What about Monroe?
They don't have their post up. That's weird.
Interesting
No,
that
they do
Tesla
not.
said earlier this year that it could have bidirectional charging in 2 years. And now it has it. 8 months later. It's just...
Yeah, Monroe has nothing. I'll check MKBHD.
That's a weird one. Do we have anyone in the comment that figured out the range extender stuff?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it could be one of those things where they have like an extra battery that you can carry around with you in the bed or something. But
yeah, I don't.
What
like
if it's
that
gas
term.
though?
Those are dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Well,
sounds like
if
gas.
No, because then it wouldn't give just 100 and.
There's no way there's gas. It's gas.
All right, so it's 130 extra miles, right? 100,
Right.
at least 130 extra miles. So it's probably a battery that you put in the. What wasn't there another truck that had something like that? Didn't the Ram have a extra battery in the back or something?
No, the Ram is a plug-in hybrid that they're calling an unlimited range electric truck, which is nonsense. The Ram 1500 Rev or whatever it is, but that's a 600 something mile tank plus battery. Oh, look at that! It's different from the Cyber Beast all-wheel drive. Wait, is the range the same? The regular range?
No,
Cyber
it's
Beast
lower.
and
The
all-wheel
regular range is lower in the Cyber Beast than it is in the.
Okay. So it's just less
dual
efficient, more
motors.
powerful.
So it's the same. It's the same battery, and then probably the same range extender too, because it's 440 with the Cyber Beast and the regular one 470 miles.
Yeah.
So I should change the headline too. So.
So Jamie, you said you saw more on the range, or no, sorry, on the vehicle to grid stuff on the Tesla.
It's under tesla.com/PowerShare.
PowerShare.
Yeah.
PowerShare.
Yeah.
Power on the go, home outage protection, charge other EVs.
Like that's not bad branding, except that nobody mentioned it. Nobody said anything.
Right.
Like,
I know.
why
They
would
really
you?
blew it.
This is a pretty big feature, and nobody said anything about it.
So they have the charging another Tesla, obviously.
It's almost like they could use a communications team, maybe.
Shh. Now you're just talking
crazy talk. Crazy talk.
All right, so this is basically. Oh, look, there's a tent.
It's V2LG or V2LV and H, but no G mentioned. But
so wait,
I mean, probably.
What
G.
about what happened to that tent that was in the app?
Well, I mean, it's probably just still going to show up in the app.
That looks like it. That looks like the same shape.
This is a tent right here. It's black.
And Tesla gonna charge you like $2,000 for that.
Yeah. So yeah, this looks like bi-directional because it's going through the Tesla cord. This is actually
So it says that if you have a power wall and a Tesla wall connector, that you get V2H. But if you don't have a power wall and Tesla wall connector, you need additional equipment. I don't think the additional equipment is mentioned anywhere. Equipment sold separately. I don't think it mentions anywhere what the additional equipment required. Installation, universal. Okay, yeah, universal wall connector, Tesla gateway, which is the same unit they use for the inverter that they use for the power wall, and then backup switch optional, which I don't know what that is.
Right. I see what you're saying. Equipment sold separately. No additional equipment required when homes are equipped with power wall and wall connector. So has the wall connector that's been selling now for years, has it always had this back?
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe it's only the new wall connector. Maybe it's since a certain year or something like that.
That would be something to ask a press
comms
department.
Team. Yeah, email them right now.
Hopefully people seeing that like understand just how frustrating that is, like compared to every other automakers that we report on. I know like we get laughed at a lot about complaining about Tesla not having a PR department, but these are all things that
like, and it lets them it lets them have a better impact when all of this information comes out and is in the form that they want, instead of a bunch of people saying, wait, is this, what the hell is this?
And a lot less misinformation out there. Like it's a lot clearer for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, like I'm writing the post and I'm speculating on a few things. Like I'm trying to limit that as much as I can, but it's so weird.
All right, so this is kind of interesting. Cyber Home, it says this looks like the app, obviously. It says you have over 2 days of energy remaining. So you plug this into your home. It's outputting 3.4 kilowatts of power, and it says at 80% you have 2 days of energy remaining.
Yeah, so closer to the bottom it says something about the average estimate based on 30 kilowatt hour energy use per day. Results may vary based on your actual energy use.
Right. 30 kilowatt hours is pretty low, especially if you have like a heat pump and it's cold.
Is it? I think my house uses a lot less than that, but
dude, we're at like low. 200.
200 a day? That's insane.
You're in California. We have
that's so much.
We have electric heating here. We have things like that. So
electric heating, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What?
Jamie, you got to get out of California, dude.
No, I don't have to. That's exactly why I don't have to get out of California. You're making the opposite.
Like, I don't know.
Okay, I'm looking at my energy.
All right, here's some
right
stuff
now.
here.
I need to figure out. This is crazy.
You know what? They didn't even show the frunk at all. Like he didn't even open the frunk.
Yeah, that's
what
a good
weird
point.
event.
That doesn't make any sense. Showing kilowatt hours. Yeah, projected uses. I have a projected usage of 300 kilowatt hours for the month. For the whole month. So I could run this thing for 3 times as long. We're only using 10 kilowatt hours a day. Now, that doesn't count the electric cars. That's a separate bill here, but still. Isn't the heat pump supposed to make it better for that?
Better is not for, nothing. When it's 0 degrees outside.
Okay, well, maybe you should live in a place that's meant for humans to live in. Like California.
You mean the desert?
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, hey, I'm at the beach. It's not really a desert. Yeah, we grow a lot of plants here. It works fine. All with imported water from Colorado.
Now, this power share thing is quite interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It's very similar. It's similar to Ford in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's really impressive that Ford got ahead of this. But I think
they
Tesla's
got ahead of it, but it's not out there really. Like if Tesla has the home hardware to accommodate it right now, like you can almost beat Ford to the punch.
Right, and Tesla's going to make all of it. So when Sun runs, pointing the finger at Ford, and there's like 6 different vendors involved, where Tesla is just like going to come in and do everything.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing is a lot of people already have the gear. If you have a Powerwall, you just get the car and it's there, which is really smart because nobody wants to spend the $4,000 just for the Ford Pro Power thing,
So how long until this comes to other vehicles?
Yeah, I know. I put
hardware.
Tesla releases power share bidirectional charging on Cybertruck only so far is what I have as the title. If you have something more
that's good.
Interesting than that, we can change it. What's that event in March? Investor Day. Oh, in March, Elon Musk said, I don't think very many people are going to want to use bidirectional charging unless you have a Powerwall, because if you unplug your car, your house goes dark, and this is extremely inconvenient. Which is not the perfect understanding of what bidirectional charging is, but it's interesting because Drew Baglino said we could have bidirectional charging, and Elon Musk said, oh, I don't know about that. So interesting to see it happening and seeing it happen faster than the 2-year timeline.
All right, should we end it here just because we've got
Yeah, I
pretty much
think we're all quiet and typing at this point.
Yeah. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll tune back into Electrek to get all the details about all the news. The most important news that's going to come out of the event is going to be in separate articles on Electrek. I'm finishing right now the main one about the Cybertruck. We're going to include Jamie's working on the power share thing, and we're going to try to give you as much answers to the questions that arose from the event, especially the range extender stuff. I mean, at least the pricing, we're pretty good on it now, even though they didn't discuss it in the event for some reason. So thanks a lot for listening. I'm going to catch you tomorrow on the Electrek podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Have a good one, guys.